He don't know, sis. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. He does not know. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Let me say this for the record. In the dating pool, I've never had a problem with going out there and initiating conversation with any lady in public, whatever the case may be. If I'm feeling a vibe, I'll go ahead and do what I got to do, right? But I'm saying this with where we are in society. Ladies, don't be scared to shoot your shot. And here's why. You already know who you want. He doesn't. And a man who is self-sufficient, who moves with wisdom, who is secure within himself, it looks like this. He understands nobody's bigger than the program, even himself. That's why he's already submitted. That's why he's put his flesh aside. That's why he moves with wisdom. He moves from the spirit and not from his flesh and how his body's feeling at the moment. He's curbed the bad eating habits. He's curbed a lot of the things that he wants. So he's used to cutting out liabilities. He doesn't know you're a variable. You look great, but you're a variable. He doesn't know if there's a guy who's obsessed with you. He doesn't know if you're in one of those situations where you think you're single, but you're really not. You're single, but your ex is like, oh, nah. And your ex is possessive. He don't know if somebody's stalking you. He don't know if you're still battling the soul tie. He don't know if you fresh off the sneaky link just from yesterday. He doesn't know. So some things just aren't worth pursuing if you don't know. He doesn't know what your intentions are. And in the society that we live in, women have been very vocal about what? Let me work out in peace. I'm just out here to enjoy time with my friends. Don't come up and talk to me. Let me just da-da-da-da. So guess who are the ones who actually respect that? The man that you like. The type of guys that you like are the ones who actually respect that. So when they see you, they keep it pushing. They might acknowledge your beauty, but they like, nah, I'm not going. Look, she might just trying to be in the grocery store and chill. She might just be running in here real quick to get some toothpaste. I'm not about to mess with her. So rather than just dealing with the men who come up to you and now you're like acknowledging their effort, you're not being rude. You might go out on a date and you're trying to convince yourself and persuade yourself to like them. Just shoot a little friendly shot at the one you know you actually want. And it doesn't mean he's sassy. It doesn't mean he's soft. It means that, yes, your beauty is there. Yes, you are gorgeous. But there are so many other variables. There are so many non-controllables, right? That he doesn't know if it's worth it or not. He just doesn't know. He doesn't know you. But you know you. And you know your intentions. And think of it this way. For the dude who is bold enough to come up to you and talk to you with no problem and no qualms about it, is he really confident or is he crazy? How many times is he doing that per week? The dude who hollered at you at the gas station, how many times do you think he did that? How many times do you think he go to the gas station? How many times he went to the store? Because guess what? That same guy, dang. I'm talking about, I've heard men on consultations. Well, I'm doing a consultation with a client. They don't know that they don't know that they're unmuted, and they're like, "Hey, little mama, dang, hey, how you doing?" They just going for whatever. So, sis, don't be afraid in 2025. You're already getting the education. You're already getting the career advancement. I know we like to look. We can't be the society that's always like, oh, we want to move forward and progress, but then you want to hold on to that tradition. That tradition was when grandma and them ain't go five miles from the house ever. The man was going to work, and look, he was coming to get her from school. Like, he was going to work and coming to pick her up from school. Like, grandpa and them picked them early. We don't move, like, we don't consider that the same. That don't look the same way these days, right? That look kind of creepy, right? So now you're out, you have your own place, your own money, your own this, your own that. You're more advanced mentally, and you have more access, and you're more accessible just via the internet, whether you like it or not. So you know who you want. You weren't in the same place that grandma was. So let's not try to hold on to grandma traditions, because we don't hold on. You don't want grandma pay. You don't want grandma job opportunities. You don't want grandma options or nothing else from back then. So why are we holding on to that tradition? And like I said, this is coming from a man who has no problem shooting his shot when I was out there moving and grooving. no problem whatsoever. But it's just something to consider. Don't let your soulmate pass up because you're trying to hold on to your grandma traditions. Like, you might find the one, and he might be like, dang, you know what? I'm interested in you too, and now let's get it rocking. You just never know. All right, so let's get it. Repost this. Look, repost this, and your crush gonna see it. And you ain't even gotta shoot your shot. You can use this video as a sign. Like, y'all know how y'all do with the eyeball emoji, right? Just use it right here. All right, let's get it.